onako aktuelan, s obzirom da ćemo u narednih 25 minuta, a pola sata, da sa našim gostom na engleskom malo popričamo o transferima u ligama bivše Jugoslavije sa akcentom na ligu Bosne i Hercegovine, Hrvatske i Srbije. Prema tome, samo jedna informacija na početku, Edo će gostovati ponovo u subotu, jer kao što znate, sutra je u Bosni i Hercegovini dan žalosti, pa nećemo imati klip, tako da ćemo se ponovo čuti u subotu što se tiče Ede, a u naredni, znači 25 minuta, pola sata, popričat ćemo sa čovekom koga jako dobro znate u poslednje vreme iz medijskih natpisa. U pitanju je Lorenzo LEPORE, saradnik Fabricija Romana, naš prijatelj iz Firence, koji prati naravno transfere, jako dobro informisan, s njim ćemo da pričamo na engleskom. Ja sam otprilike pripremio sva pitanja vezana za BiH ligu, za HNL i za Srbiju. Prema tome, Lorenzo, how are you? Good day, my friend.
All good. Thank you very much for the introduction. I don't speak Bosnian, so I have not really understood what you said, but some words I've understood. So thank you, because I think that you made a top introduction. Also, maybe too much good for me, but thank you very much.
Thank you, Lorenzo. Lorenzo, because we have 25, 30 minutes, because you have job later, we have a game of Željezničar
Yeah, of course.
Gegen, do meine Deutsch, Lorenzo, with English, Deutsch. but we started with FK Sarajevo, Ristovski, and Agon Elezi. Did you finish that job with two players?
Yeah, for us first called by Germaniak later this afternoon. Stefan Ristovski said to sign just last details missing with Sarajevo. We can say a done deal, no? I have not said my catchphrase, which is time to sign, but it's just a matter of deal and time, and it will be a done deal soon. And another story, also another time about Sarajevo, is the central midfielder who is playing in Bochum. He is also from the North Macedonia, and yeah, it's also done deal. Like just few details missing. They will probably Bochum will probably retain a percentage on the future sale. That's it. It's like 2 new addiction for Sarajevo, and this means that Alessandro Burlamaki deal is off. No, I said last few weeks that it was very advanced. It was, but at the end it didn't happen, and for this reason they decided to close in a deal to the for the central midfielder of Bochum.
And Lorenzo, in this moment, 99% Agon Elezi and Stefan Ristovski is new Sarajevo player.
Yeah, we can say that. Not officially yet, but they will be for sure Sarajevo players, also because they have rejected other proposal, as they wanted to, especially Ristovski, as he wanted to keep working, to come back to working with Zekic, who is the trainer of Sarajevo. And for this reason, they will almost surely, we can say 99%, because it's not official, so it's not 100%, but it's going to happen that they will both join Sarajevo.
Great news for Sarajevo fans. One Sarajevo fans asks you, maybe Enis Bardi, this is the name maybe for Sarajevo?
I honestly have not heard anything about this guy. I can check later, but at this moment, the current stage, I've not heard anything about him.
Lorenzo, we have on this chat a lot of Sarajevo fans who ask you maybe some more players in the next period.
Can happen. Maybe? Yeah, I think that maybe one another signing can happen, but I think that Sarajevo have almost done everything since they have signed a lot of players, a lot of top players too, because they signed Mlinarić, which is top scorer of the league, or one of the top scorers of the league. So it's a very, very important addition for them. And they have also signed Ivan Banic, who is a top goalkeeper. They tried to bring back Kazimir Begovic, but it wasn't possible because he wanted to stay with his family which is now in London. So he will probably make the third goalkeeper in a club like can be a championship club or a low tier club in Premier League. So yeah, I think they did a fantastic summer job because they signed a lot of players. For example, another player that they tried to sign, but unfortunately he failed the medical is El Bachaoui. I don't know the correct pronunciation, the Netherlands guy, which was a very good profile, but unfortunately they couldn't take him as he has failed his medical. So yeah, I think Sarajevo it's almost done, no? Like Zeleznikar as well, no? Because they've made a lot of deals already. For Zeleznikar, I know that they are still searching for a striker. They are trying to value some proposal. I can say that is an exclusive that are not posted because it's more than behind the scenes. He was proposed Milan Tucic, who is a UEP striker, but unfortunately, since UEP want to sell him for a permanent move, it's too much. It costs too much for the SD card, so it's not possible to find a deal with UEP at this stage. And for this reason, I don't know the profile or the player that they will try to take, but they are still on the market for a striker. So I think that soon they will make this last addition, and yeah, that's it. Zalesnika have done a lot of signing, a lot of important signing as well, like Sarajevo. So I believe that Bosnian League has improved since this summer because a lot of clubs have improved. Okay, that some
Lorenzo, what
players.
happened with Guliashvili? Did you have maybe for some good offer for Guli?
He has attracted interest from a lot of clubs. It's not important if I say to you a specific name because no one is concrete at this stage. So basically, there are just approaches and inquiries, but nothing more. And for this reason, that's it. The situation. I don't think that Sarajevo want to sell him after the summer that they did because they want to keep and to add top players. So let's see. Of course, if an offer, very important offer, will come, they will value it. But at this stage, I don't think that they are going to sell him. And another important thing that we can say is about Zrinski Mostar, no? Because they lost the keeper. Is gone. Marko Maric is gone to Riga. They lost the striker that will join top club in Iran. If
Hey,
I'm not
Nardin
wrong.
Mulahusejnović, Lorenzo,
Yes.
some media are writing about close to €500,000, maybe 4,000.
Yeah, I was told the offer, and I wrote it yesterday in my Twitter account that the offer is worth 450 euros. So thousand, sorry, 450,000 of euros, and I think that I don't know the exact fee that the player will receive as the salary, but I think he will gain like also 500,000 of euros there. So he's gone there, especially because there is a lot of money. They proposed to him a top contract, and for this reason, he decided to, join the Iranian side.
Lorenzo, some one question is interesting here. Some big names who is have some years, like Miralem Pjanic on Dusan Tadic, is media writing about Pjanic, Novi Pazar, maybe Bosnia, Dusan Tadic, maybe Red Star. After for 1-2 minutes, I asked you for a Hajduk Split, but did you know something about maybe possible these transfers? But our friend Edin Isanovic says me, Pjanic going to Middle East, Tadic, some media writing about moving to Red Star. Did you know about some about two experienced players, Tadic and Pjanic? Mislim da nam je Lorenzo trenutno malo zabagovo. Lorenzo je zaledio, jeste. Sad ćemo da vidimo da će se vrati kada bude ponovo uključio. Javlja nas, evo ga. Tu je. Lorenzo, now is everything all right? My last questions, Pjanic and Tadic maybe come back in Yugoslav football or not possible?
I honestly have not heard anything specific about those two players, but I believe that it's easier for a player like Marko Tadic to maybe come back to Red Star Belgrade instead that Pjanic can come back in Yugoslavia. But we never can say never that something happens, especially in the transfer market. So let's see. They are for sure important players, like for example, but I see that it's something that always happens during the summer window, during the January window. A lot of maybe top players that are more aged, I don't know how to say it, but that they are older, are maybe associated with clubs from the Yugoslavia. Especially I remember about Dzeko, the last year that was the story about Hajduk.
Dzeko from today is yours.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm very happy about this signing because top player, especially to be alternative to Ken, is top signing for me. So I'm very happy about it.
Lorenzo, for Bosnian football, you say we are growing up, and in summer is better. Sarajevo had good money for new players. Other team grow up, and situation is very, very good. Now, not like before 10 years.
Yeah, I agree. I think that it's a movement that it's improving a lot, and I'm very happy about that because I see that there is a lot of potential in the country, especially because there are a lot of talents now, and I think that this is the right path to have a right development for all the system, because I see that it's not just one club improving, but all the movement, all the clubs are improving. Of course, maybe we can say that in this campaign.
Sad će se odledi Lorenzo, pa ćemo da pređemo na KNL. Za Bosnu smo sve rekli, dakle, čuli ste evo Lorenza. You speak about Bosnia. We going to Croatia, Lorenzo. We next time have more time because you have a job, I have the job. Hajduk Split, very good transfers from Dominik Pirpić to Porto, 4.5 million, but Croatian newspaper writing about move Niko Sigur to Atalanta for maybe, this is true, I don't know, 8 million euro, and Ivušić, goalkeeper from Pafos, to going to Hajduk, and big star Ante Rebić. This is reality or not?
Okay, yeah, Ivušić we can consider it a done deal because from what I've heard 2 days ago, and that's what I wrote also, they agreed on an offer. Like, if I don't remember wrong, the figure is around 500,000. They verbally agreed everything. Just the signing of the president is missing, and also the president told to the player that it's a done deal. They will accept the offer that Hajduk made. So it's just a matter of time. And also, Pafos are actively exploring the market, and so I think that we can say that it's a done deal. If I'm not remember wrong, the name of the keeper that Pafos are also valuing is Piric, which was
Kenan Piric, who last club is Antalya in Turkey.
Yes, exactly. And that's it. Basically, there will be yes, Pirpic is now official to Porto. Maybe they will sell also Sigur, but from whatever from Atalanta, they told me that they are currently valuing other profiles. So basically, at the moment, they are not working on the deal, despite reports. And yes, Rebić is a profile that Hajduk is trying to bring back to Croatia. I know him very well since his time in Florence, of course, and then he exploded when he was in Frankfurt. And at
Good
the
guy,
moment,
temperament guy.
yeah. And at the moment, there is just an inquiry, an open talks, nothing more. So let's see if the talks will develop and how the talks will develop, and we will see.
This is realistic to Hajduk to sold out Sigur for 8 million.
I
Maybe
think
too much.
I think 8 million is too much. I heard that in the past few weeks some clubs approached Hajduk, but for a fee like 3 million. So I think it will be a deal similar to Purpish, like 5 million
Maybe
for
4.5, and maybe 5 is the
plus
this,
add-ons, plus percentage, maybe something like that, but not fixed payment for 6 or 7 million. It's impossible in my opinion. But let's see if there will be an offer, especially for him, more concrete, of course. And yeah, I think that of course, if an offer like 6 or 7 million will come to Hajduk, they will have to value it. Also, if they maybe are now not keen to sell him, but if an offer of this value will come, they have to value it because it's important money. And let's see.
Lorenzo, Dinamo Zagreb have big changes this summer. Zvonimir Boban come
Absolutely.
in big Zagreb club, and lot of change. But Dinamo have in this moment look for forward because Kulenović have the problem, broken arm. And in newspaper, I say in Croatia media, some players in headlines like Ivan Azon from Como and Ramon Mierez, ex-Osijek player who now plays for Al Jazeera. Did you Dinamo looking forward for forward, or this is only speculation?
Yeah, Dinamo are looking for a center back and a forward. They have two disposition that they want to make new player, new signing in the coming weeks. Currently, they have three names for the center back, but unfortunately, I don't know.
Radelic, Lorenzo, one of the names is Radelic. Some different
Yes,
information.
but are
Dinamo
deal.
Kiev, maybe staying in Rijeka, maybe going to Dinamo.
I think it's a deal because Rijeka are asking too much at the moment for him. So
How
we
much?
have to, yeah, like if I'm not wrong, like they try to offer a fixed payment 3 weeks. I remember that they tried to offer a fixed payment of 800 of euros. Then they tried also to send an offer with 800 of euros plus add-ons worth like 400. So 1.2 million total package plus Frantopic because they wanted Verbancic, but Verbancic was keen but didn't wanted to sell him. So they tried to sell to include in the deal Frantopic, but they wanted to keep Frantopic and they renewed this contract. So they are asking more than 2 million, and currently Dinamo that they don't want to afford this kind of fee for him. The big signing that Dinamo would like to do, the dream target for the striker is Dondre Belio, but there are it's another deal. They are still,
Too much. Too much.
negotiating. Yeah, exactly. They are still negotiating. We have to see how the talks will proceed. And that's it. There are also other players like Mierez, like you mentioned it before, that are in the shortlist. But currently, I've been told that it's not an advantage deal with them. Let's see how the things will develop. Another player that is in Dinamo's mind is the name of Bakrar. I know that it's a old name, because it's something that they are maybe I don't know how many transfer season they are trying to bring him back to Croatia, but they are always trying. Also, I remember that in the last season there was an offer, a big offer from Dinamo, but the American side asked for too much. So Monsef Bakrar is still a name for Dinamo. We have to take a look to keep an eye on him. it's not first choice, but it's among the players that they have on the list. So basically, there is Bielio, Mierez, and also Bakrar.
This is good names. Lorenzo, some of my friends send me messages from Split and say, "Oh, I'm all right. Lorenzo confirmed a price for Sigur. Too much, too much shade.
Yeah, yeah,
I wish shade because I'm Hajduk fan,
of
but
course.
realistic is other things. Did you know maybe some knew about Serbia? For me, I'm surprised because Lazar Jovanovic, son of famous Serbian player Milan
Of course.
Jovanovic, going to Stuttgart for €5 million. This is very good transfer.
Yeah,
Very
fantastic deal, which was made in the last few days. I was told it was an error because there was a lot of clubs that wanted him, but at the end, Stuttgart was the most concrete option and the best club for this development. So, fantastic deal for both, I believe, for the player, for Red Star, and yeah, it's a very good signing. I've heard that a player from Milan under 23 will join Novi Pazar today. There will be the signing. I think the name is Emoregbe. I don't remember the exact pronunciation. Something
Omoregbe.
like that.
Omoregbe.
Yeah, it. I wrote it this morning. So I'm sorry if sometimes I don't remember all the names, but I have
You know everything.
200 of
You
names
are
every
uh, you
day.
are
It's
you are
impossible.
you are Yugoslav, Lorenzo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's it at the moment. That's it.
Did you know?
I've heard
Did
that.
you know? For some, maybe today is 10th of July. We have a lot of time. Did you think for some, quiet period because European games and maybe in August again we have a lot of transfer.
I think that those signing will that all the clubs did are for basically try to reinforce the team to play the best possible way in Europe, but they will see what's not going wrong or not going well in those games. And since they will see what's not good, what they can improve, they will try to assess the team again in August. But I don't believe that they will make like 10 deals like they did in June. I believe that maybe they will try to look for 2, 3 players to add in the club or 2, 3 exits that maybe they will have to do because some offers will come and then they will try to replace them in the best possible way. But basically, I believe that there won't be another 10 signing for club like it happened during this month during July, during June. But they will try to assess to few transfers and to try to enhance the club, the team again. So that's it. I believe that something can happen also after the European matches. Yes.
Mirko, hvala. Navijač fanov Železničarku plays tonight versus Koper. Coke, Lorenzo, this is the European Cups is more important for our Yugoslav players without Red Star and Dinamo, who is
Of
high
course.
league. To grow up the price. Ovo Mirso govorim tebi ko navijaču Želje koliko je važno da svi naši timovi ostanu što duže u Evropi. Lorenzo, this is most important thing for price of player. Good
Absolutely.
appearance in Europe.
Absolutely. I basically think I know that maybe it's not this kind of team, but of them, but I remember about what we were saying before about Sigur. No, he can't prove that his value is 8 million just playing HNL. If he has to be sold for that fee, he has to play good in Europe. Aduk has to also with the national team, of course. But when he plays with Ajuk, he has to make a good performance also when he plays in Europe. And I believe that this thing can be applied to every player that is part of Croatian, Serbian, Bosnian team that will play, those kind of European matches because, of course, it's an international competition, and where they can, also prove that they can play at the same level also in a different competition, which is, maybe if Sigor has to move to Atalanta, it's impossible for him maybe at the first time to play like he's doing HNL, because it's more difficult. If he try to play well also in the European competition, is a different story in my opinion. So yeah, it's crucial for them to play in a good way, also in the European Championship, because the price can go higher just if they play well in those kind of championships.
Lorenzo, one more, please, questions, and
Sure.
you going? Ja ću ostati još par minuta nakon Lorenza. Partizan
Ne
igra u
brini.
6:30. Pa Željo, in the shadow is very good job for budućnost Podgorica. Adžić going to Juventus, Bulatović going to Lens. Did you Montenegro, who have small basis of players, future for the some European clubs? This is big things. But Montenegro is not so many players like Croatia, Serbia, Bosnia, but very, very good transfers. Some young Montenegro player.
Absolutely, budućnost Podgorica are doing a fantastic job. We can see it from the last year that they did, and the best, and the next big sale will be Vukanić, Danilo Vukanić, if I'm not remember bad. This is the name. He is born in 2006. He is central midfielder. He's a top talent. I was told that Salzburg are tracking him. I've already manifested great interest in him, and also that Star Belgrade are very interested in him. So, and a move is more likely in January for him. So let's see how the things will develop. But for sure, Podgorica are doing a fantastic job. Absolutely, I agree with you. They have young and top talents, and for this reason, giants from other Yugoslavian clubs like can be Red Star Belgrade, or also top European clubs like can be Lens, like can be Salzburg, are valuing them because they have very, very top talent. Also, Mladen Racic, who is a player that was part of Podgorica, of Budu. No, I don't remember the exact name of the club, but it was part of the champion of the second tier league, if I remember bad, of
Mladost.
Yes, and Mladen Racic has joined the Sarajevo, so I believe that Montenegrin clubs are doing a top job. So yeah, absolutely, they're improving
And
a lot.
Lorenzo, most important thing for us to grow up in Europe, so much play, so going forward, and prices grow up because that you say this is most important thing.
Absolutely, I agree. Also because it's an underrated. I think it's an underrated market. I believe. For example, I'm thinking about Ludogorets, which is another Balkan club. Are maybe they will sell their keeper to Bayern. Of course, not to be the starter, but to be the second choice. Or for example, I think about TSC back Topola, no? Who have Stanic, who have Pantovic. Stanic was a done deal with Sevilla when Victor Orta was there.
Stanic from TSC.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, Stanic.
Pantovic, another good player. CSKA Sofia
This is
approached
small club.
them.
This is small club, Lorenzo, but good transfers in future.
Absolutely, good project, good things that they are doing. So yeah, I see that the movement is growing. And I believe also that maybe with the help of some foreigners, directors, some foreigners, also some foreigners, maybe also owners, they can invest more and have also a more European vision. No, for example, I believe I want to take the model of Sarajevo. No, the general director is Matthias Leterme, who is a Belgian, who is Belgian. So I believe that is important in the structure of Sarajevo, since they are growing and creating a very, very top organization in the club, a very top project. And I believe that they have to try to bring in, of course, people with competence. But I believe that the more important thing is that they try to bring foreigners, because with this kind of vision, they can grow up, they can implement a new way of work, new way of trainings and this kind of stuff. So I believe that this is important too.
Lorenzo, for end, you say everything for half hour. Next time we have more time in
Sure.
procent. Rebić in Hajduk, 17-16, please.
No, I don't want to, sell something that is not true. What I can say at this stage is that Hajduk with the new board are trying to bring in for sure, but nothing is advanced at this stage, so I cannot say anything more. I would like to say something more, like it's done deal or something like that, but I can't say at this stage, unfortunately.
And Guliashvili, 4. Lorenzo, 4 million for
Yeah,
Guliashvili. What
I
is
think
your
it's too much.
Too much?
I think it's
Okay,
too much.
okay,
Too much.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Don't worry, because I love our players, and maybe I'm not realistic sometimes.
No,
Lorenzo,
no, 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 no.
Lorenzo, thank you so much. We
Thanks
have
to you,
agreement for half hour. Thank you.
for sure.
32 minutes. We see you later in July and August, my friend.
Of course, whenever you want. Have a nice
Thank
day,
you,
guys.
Lorenzo.
Thank you very much.
Bye,
Thank
bye.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lorenzo nam sada ode. Samo se ti, Lorenzo, put X. Ode nam Lorenzo, ja ću da ostanem sa vama još samo malo, ali ko je bio od početka live-a, mislim da je mogao sve da prevede, i ovo malo izezanje Lorenza i mene sad na kraju, kad sam ja malo nabio cene naših igrača. Međutim, naravno, znate koliko je on dobro informisan i sve ostalo. Pitali smo ga za ove najvažnije stvari. Mislim, ovo nije onaj komplikovan engleski koji ste sami mogli da razlučite, ali evo, iako je on imao vremena i ja za evo svega 32 minute razgovora, mogli ste čujete mnogo toga zanimljivog s obzirom na njegove informacije. Neko me tu u live-u takođe još pitao za neke stvari, nek se malo vrati na sam početak, ali čuli ste otprilike kad je naše tržište u pitanju koliko je bitna ta Evropa, da se odigra što više utakmica u Evropi. Ja sad vidim, evo, Emire, to si me pitao ovde, vidim sada tvoju poruku dok sam pričao sa njim. Dakle, da, Elezi iz Bokuma i Ristovski iz Dinama, to je praktično 99% završen posao. Čuli ste šta je Lorenzo rekao takođe ovim veteranima tipa Pjanić, Tadić, pa spominjali smo i Rebića, kakva je situacija oko cene sa Sigurom. Naravno, Prpić je otišao sigurno. Eto, Emire, da, to je to. Međutim, i čuli se što je jako bitno, što nam je Lorenzo rekao, da je još jako, jako dugo do kraja prelaznog roka, tako da moramo sačekati. Evo sad imate ovu situaciju Dinamo, na kraju krajeva tu povredu Kulenovića, možda potrebu da se neko, što kažu sad, možda i angažuje, i da nije bila tolika potreba. A eto koliko je Evropa važna, to je na neki način to. I isto tako čuli ste i ove priče, malo ovih klubova neki ispod senke. Mislim, Lorenzo jako dobro informisan, ja sam ga namerno pitao za taj boom crnogorski mladi igrača, jer je Crna Gora je igrala ovo prvenstvo u 19 i eto kako oni dobro rade. I evo, čuli ste da recimo TC iz Bačke Topole recimo ima takođe jako interesantne igrače i da se oni očigledno sve više okreću samom tržištu, ovom našem tržištu, ali ne samo ovim vodećim klubovima, nego i ovima drugima. Evo, na kraju krajeva, kad smo pričali o tim cenama, baš sam danas video da igrač Briža, Talbi, koji je praktično prošle sezone postao prvotimac, prodat u Sunderland za 20 miliona eura. Tako da, to je ta realnost. Znači, Hajdukovci ovde koji su na četu, čuli ste, opet ja kažem, to je Lorenzo rekao, koji je dobro informisan, da je ta Sigurova cena realna negde oko Prpićeve, čuli ste isto tako šta je rekao za Rebića, šta je pričao o Želji, takođe potreba za jednim napadačem, pričali smo o Nardinu Mulahusejnoviću, pozdrav Senade, koji treba da ode, pa to sad spominje 450.000, pa sam ja malo pogurao na pola miliona je. Ne, ok, 52, evo sad imamo još malo vremena, sad će Partizan u pola 7, pa Želju u pola 9 i sad sam ja sa Lorencom ovo i uradio, a pošto vas ovde ima tu trenutno Edo, ja ćemo ovo malo manje haotično, ali smo ovde morali da pričamo i na engleskom i Lorenzo je dosta zauzet čovek i hvala mu što je odvojio za nas ovo vremena, imam ja obaveza, pa ćemo verovatno Edo ja u subotu malo da snimimo, s obzirom da znate koji je sutra datum i nije prilično sutra nikako snimati bilo šta. Puba, pa čuo si ga, nije baš a možda se i tad bio, mislim, priča je otvorena, ali je za sad Puba na bazi tih razgovora, on nije mogao da kaže ništa, mislim, ti si vidio Puba, one njegove isto, ja danas kad ste mi porukali, on i ja, i kad smo pričali, on poprilično ide na ono što je izvesnije, znači. Tako da nije baš da se on bavi onim što nema malo veći postotak, vidio se da je malo bio zakopčan i zasigura kakva je situacija, tako da je ovo oko Rebića definitivno priča, volja, ali nije ni on mogao da nam kaže ništa sada 100% za to je. Ma on je iz Firence, je Lorenzo iz Firence, ali stvarno zaista u poslednje vreme znate da je s Edom pričao i to dao dosta tih informacija koje se pokazale tačnim. Evo kakva je Evropa, by the way, Atletike, Skalde, Sandora, Didelan 2-0, ja tu u životu ne bih rekao će bude kec. Čekaj, jesu oni igrali? Ne, nisu oni igrali s Veležom, bolje zaboravim ko igra s Veležom prošle godine, nego mi ovde ovi otvoreni rezultati pre ovih utakmica. Tako da čujemo se za vikend sa Edom, da malo ovo sublimiramo, Boga mi Nikola napreduju, brate, neverovatno, i ovi sinoć ne izgubiše od STAU je mnogo, koliko su 3-1 izgubili, se nadem. Pa Boga mi budi se Vele, stvarno, mislim, nakon one sezone, ja se nadam da će tu i gospodin Rahimić sve da posloži, tu i Kodro, mora Velež da bude bolji nego prošle godine, ali velike promene u kadru, mora se nade da sačekamo Jel, Inter je igrao, Inter, okej, Emirao, maltene sam i namerno rekao, ne se sećam, one tragedije od prošlog leta, kako znate što se ja, Miljenko, priča za sad ništa toliko konkretno. Ja čak kad sam ga pitao u postocima pa mu rekao, jel ima 60-70% šansi, poprilično mi iskulirao, super je dečko pričao, ali malo moj optimizam je očigledno tu bio prevelik. Gde me spustio na zemlju za lovu, za Sigura, za lovu, za Kuljačvilija, za Rebića, nek se malo našalili, moje da pitam, njegovo je da odgovorim. On je rekao, dakle, Miljenko, da je za Sigura po njemu realnost ova Prpićeva scena, a kod Rebića da tu postoje neke, što kažu, neke stvari, da se vode neki razgovori i to, ali on, iako je dobro obavešten, bar se nije mnogo zaletio, iako je s nama bio krajnje iskren i to smo rekli. Pa je dobro, Admire, to je rano sad za Elezija, što pitaš, ali to je to, praktično je Sarajevo u jednom danu završilo dva nova igrača, a Sanchez, pa dobro, to je ta priča. Čuli ste za Ivušića, kad Sanchez me ovde spominje. Tonči, evo Lorenzo je malo pričao, ti zna, ja sam morao guran Sarajevo i Hajduk, Tonči, spomenuli smo i Dinamo i Zvezdu i sve ostale, i to, evo čuo si šta je on pričao za Sigure, ali sam ja tu navaljivao najviše šta i kako i mislim da ste i zapazili kad je rekao da problem kod cene guranja Sigura je upravo ta Evropa koja koči malo stvari da ta cena bude veća. Znači Prpić je prodat za taj novac za taj novac, ali zaista, evo, gledajući ove latest transfers, ajde dok smo ovde na vezi, samo da vidim da li sam još nešto. Mislim, onaj lik iz Brondbija otišao Quizgarten za 8 miliona u Norwich. Znaš, i drugi lako prodaju, samo da vidim. Čuj, Teo Hernandez u Arabiji za 25 miliona. Sada tu gledam, još sam zapazio tu neki, da, rekao sam Talbi 20 miliona iz Briže. Ovo je transfer Lazara Jovanovića, šokiran sam. On igra u Ofki na pozajmici. Ne znam što je to toliko, on pokazuje, uze ga Stuttgart za 5 miliona. Da, ovaj dečko iz Lokomotive, Fetaj, on je otišao u Ujedinjene Arapske Emirate. Pa tako gledam to gde se ono vrtio malo veći novac. Miljenko, da, Ivušić je praktično ostali detalji, jeste, znači, ostali su detalji da u Papos dođe Pirić, reprezentativni golman BiH, i to je to. Ma ja volim Lazara, za 4, ne, nisam ja rekao, nego sam mislio da je morao još malo više da igra, znaš, gledali smo Nebojša i ja predstavljanje Lazara, i to ja ga onda gledao protiv Novog Pazara, ja ne kažem da on nema nešto na oca, ja sam bio fan njegovog oca, ali moram ti reći, tako mlad igrač, nije baš da je odigrao 1.000.000 utakmica za Zvezdu, zapravo odigrao ni posto toga za 5 miliona. Mislim, kad pogledaš, Prpić je prodat za 4,5 miliona, Portu igrao je 100 put više u HNL-u nego što je igrao Lazar tamo, tako da očigledno je tu nešto Stuttgart video, ali kažem, iskreno da ti bude, ja sam kad su moji klubovi u pitanju škrtica, ja gledam da to što manje se da, skuplje prodaje. Osim ovih klubova s prostora bivše Jugoslavije, tu mora da moljakamo. Lorenzo Tonči, Lorenzo je rekao da je realnost, ako se Sigur proda, da je to oko novca Prpića. Nisam ja to rekao, Tonči, to je on rekao, mislim, on je insajder i tamo, znaš, pa bit će nam dobra liga. Pa dobro, Tonči, okej, kažem ti, naše je bilo da ga ugostimo, naravno, jer za 4 nadam se da će bude bolje nego sa Miloševićem. Meni je Milošević dragi igrač, ali njega su povrede satrale i na kraju krajeva ono šta je bilo, toga bilo je. Tako da, otprilike, što se tiče te križaljke, to bi bilo to, znači za sad. Čuli ste šta je rekao i za Dinamo, da zapravo Dinamo bi najviše teo Belju, što je normalno, on je super igrač, ali uvek se tu vratiš da su u pitanju, kako je rekao Joe Pesci, $1 na kraju dana. I vi svi radite za novac, ja radim. Svi mi radimo za novac, tako da mnogo ne filozofiramo, tu nema neke velike ljubavi, emocije i svega, nego ovde govorimo o praksi, o računima i svemu ostalom. Tako je kako je. Znači, ja razumem, romantika je u nekim nižim rangovima i tako to, a ovde kad su ove stvari u pitanju, ovo je postala najobičnija borba za opstanak. Ali dobro. Tako da, eto, dragi moji prijatelji, ponovo se čujemo za vikend, bit će tu Edo. Jedna za vas takođe informacija, Dželil, naš saradnik, je novo uposlenik Face televizije i to da znate, tako da on ima još jedan sada angažman. Naš Dželil, pretpostavljate ko je to sve regulisao i sredio, i to je to, pa onda idemo dalje. Uživajte večeras u fudbalu, ja bar znaš se, sad će Partizan za 7 minuta, Želja u 8:30 protiv Kopra, borac, mislim, izvesno, naravno, ja sam i zaboravio, sam pričao sa Lorencom, a to ćemo više sredom, da čestitam navijačima Zrinskog na ovoj rutinskoj pobedi protiv Virtusa, ništa to nije bilo ni toliko važno, strašno, igra će biti bolja, u svakom slučaju rutinski prolaz, pobeda od 2:0 protiv Virtusa, to isto očekujem i od borca, sad mnogo teže će biti Želji, sad Partizanu se ovdje šta radi, Celje trenutno, evo, Celje gubi 2:1. Gube u Azerbejdžanu 2:1. Kovačević dao gol, on je bivši junior Hajduka, jest. Franko Kovačević, jest, on je dao gol za Celje, ali gube Dobro, Nikola, i ti ostali timovi, ali ovo je realno prioritet. Tako da vas sve puno pozdravljam. Eto, vratite se ko nije gledao live. Lorenzo imao taman toliko vremena da izbifla ove najbitnije stvari i tu smo. Veliki pozdrav svima, čuvajte se i čujemo se za vikend i sretno svim našim klubovima i sa rezultatima i naravno i sa transferima. Ćao!